Yeah, I hope you've been enjoying all our videos on digital marketing. And today I'm going to proceed in this course by taking you another topic which is known as content writing. Content writing is a very important topic in digital marketing, and it covers across all the topics in digital marketing. In fact, I will call it a fundamental course you need to know before learning digital marketing. Because most times some people believe that it's until you're an SEO expert, which is the third phase of this course, that you really need content writing. But I'm telling you based on my experience, I discovered that content writing is also important in your normal posts in all the social media. So let's go to one of the articles that I've written on this, which I'm going to be using to take you fully on what content writing is, on the features of content writing, and the summary. Now, content writing, as I've said, is a very important aspect of digital marketing, because if you don't really know how to write a good content for your campaign or for your posts, it is very possible that it's not going to go viral. So that's why I advise people that before you go deep in digital marketing, it is always good that you know the integrity of content writing. Before I proceed in this course, I'm quickly going to take you some of a few posts that is well ranked in Google, and also to prove to you that even your common social media account, if you are writing your content very well, can also be displayed in Google homepage. Now, looking at this one, I'm in Google homepage. Let me do this. Let me try and copy so that it will not look as if I just screen grab it and display for you. So let me go quickly to the Google homepage, www.google.com. Okay, so let me just type this, the frozen food business plan in Nigeria. Let's see what will happen. Frozen food business plan in Nigeria. Okay, actually this is one of my posts in Nairaland, and this to tell you that it's not until you have a website that you write a good content. So let me click on it so that you see what is all about. So what will make any user to have access to my content is because the user just went to the web or on Google or any other search engine and type anything related to this. So at the end of the day, this user can easily contact me for one or two things, as you could see Solaris blog as well. So then let me try another one. Okay, this one, maybe someone just went to Google and type how to change dollar currency to naira in Bistro accounting software. So let's see what will happen. Let me go to Google homepage again and do this, www.google.com. Now getting here, let me paste it and press enter. Okay, let's see if contents will be listed in Google homepage. Okay, as you can see, www.solarisinstitute.com.ng. What did I mean by content writing? If you don't know the integrity of writing a good content, I'm very sorry that most time you always feel bored anytime you post anything on the internet, because by the time people go to Google search engine or Yahoo or Ping to type anything related to your articles. By the time your article are not always being listed out in the Google homepage, that means all your work is almost in vain. So that's why I will advise you to take your time to follow this course, because I'm sure it's going to guide you on how to write a good content, both on your social media accounts and on your website. So by the time you know this, if anybody go to the website to search for anything that is really, as you can see in most of the posts that I've actually searched for in Google, I never put Solaris there, but the fact that is one of my content, so I'm able to be listed out of the millions of people that wrote similar things worldwide. So let's go to the main class for today, which I call content writing. He said this article is mainly to guide writers through the process of content writing for social media optimization, search engine optimization, and search engine marketing, for the purpose of listing out your content among millions of content in the Google organic search homepage, as I've shown you earlier. Now, what is content writing? Content writing is the process of writing and editing web content for digital marketing purpose. So the major reason why you are learning this course is because you want to learn the process of writing and editing web content. That is, any content that you want to put on either social media or on your blog or your website. You need to follow this. It is the bedrock of building a strong online presence. If you want to build a strong online presence, you must really understand content writing. If your content does not contain some important features, as I will be showing you in this article, Google crawler will not pick your site as one of the sites that will be listed out in Google homepage. Just imagine a site that is not listed out in Google homepage. How do you want people to visit it? How do you want a lot of traffic to go into your website, or how do you want to generate a lot of traffic into your website? Talk less of monetizing your traffic. So please sit back, relax, and let's go through all the features as shown. So now let's start with the number one. You must choose a very good title for any post or article or campaign. Anytime you want to post anything on your social media, or you want to post anything on your website, or you want to run an ads, always make sure you take your time in choosing a very good title. What did I mean by this? I'm going to use one of my posts to do that. Now, looking at this, you will see frozen food business plan in Nigeria. Now, one thing I want to know before I will proceed in this course, you need to understand what we mean by keyword. Most time, always make sure that your keyword can easily be picked out of your title. What did I mean by this? If my title is frozen food business plan in Nigeria, my keyword might be frozen food business plan. So anytime you are trying to choose a title, always make sure, number one, you pick a title that you can draw out your keyword, like the major subject word from. Then another thing, make sure you use titles that are not boring, that is not really too long, that contain a power word that can easily pass a message about the whole content. Now look at this: frozen food business plan in Nigeria. I know some people will be wondering that why did I put Nigeria there? The reason is because frozen food business plan will be used by a lot and lots of people, and that's why most time there's competition everywhere, even in keyword. So what I'm trying to do is that I don't want to compete with the whole world in this particular title, and that's why I try to make my own a little bit distinct by putting what? Nigeria. So by this, at least I'm not competing with the whole world, but with people that are using a similar keyword or a similar title in Nigeria. Now, so you must choose a very good title for any post, article, or campaign. Now, let me show you another one. I think I have another one here. Look at small shops and barbecue business plan in Nigeria. What I'm actually trying to do here is that I'm combining two things. So by the time you are going for small shop or you are searching for small shop, definitely my article will be an option that will be given to you, or you are searching for barbecue. So you must take your time in picking a very good what title anytime you are posting a content on the internet. Now the second thing is that your keyword must be extracted out of your title. That is, it must be word for word part of your title. What do I mean by this? Now the other time I said my title is what? Frozen food business plan in Nigeria, and my keyword could be what? Frozen food business plan. Or I can still decide to use word for word word for word keyword. What I mean by this is that I could still use the same word that is being used as my title. That is, my keyword can also be what? Frozen food business plan in Nigeria. Now the third thing is that you must divide the content or the body of your article, campaign, or post into headings and paragraph. A number of people, when they are posting things on the internet, they will just combine everything together. They will make their paragraph too long, and number one, the user that are reading will be bored, because the user cannot easily predict the particular aspect you really want to get from the content. So most time when you are writing a good content, make sure you divide your content into what? Into headings and paragraph. Like looking at this, you will discover that this article is being divided into different parts. This is introduction parts. After that, what is content writing? This is another part. Then after that, features of what? Content writing. The reason why this is very good in content writing is that it's very possible that a user that is coming here only need the definition. So you will just go to the what is content writing section of your content. So most time when Google crawler is going through millions of articles within seconds, it will always pick those that has particular headings and paragraph, which will make the readability to be easier for users that are going through the content. So it's a very good practice to obey this rule. You must divide the content or body of your article, campaign, or post into headings and paragraph. Now the fourth point is that your paragraph must not be too long. Like I said, your paragraph must not be too long. Let me see if I can open one of my article in which maybe I can use this to explain better to you. Let me go to the business plan section and show you one or two articles that will explain this better. I pray my internet will be fast so I can easily show you this. Oh, sorry, it's somehow slow. Oh, thank God that's open. Now look at this. It said exquisite restaurant business plan. Let me click on this and show you what I mean by grouping your article into paragraph and headings. I'm sorry, this is loading. It's like it's somehow slow. Oh my God. Okay, I think it's coming off. Oh, fine. Let me use this as an example now. Looking at this, you will notice that this is being grouped into different headings. Now, executive summary is an heading. Introduction is a subheading to the executive summary. Vision is also a subheading to the executive summary. Our mission is a subheading to the executive summary heading. Objective is a subheading like that. Okay, this is another heading. SWOT. Can you see that everything and also contact is being grouped into headings and paragraph? So let's move on to the next point. He said, let your keyword be part of one or two of your headings. What did I mean by this? What I mean by this is that always make sure that when you are writing your heading, like the one that I've just shown you, make sure that your keyword is part of some of your heading. Now look at this. It's a vision for an exquisite restaurant business plan in Nigeria. For this my article, the keyword is exquisite restaurant business planning. You will notice that I use my keyword as part of some of my heading, like my vision, my objective. Said objective for an what? Exquisite restaurant business plan in Nigeria. So always make sure you make your keyword as part of one or two of your headings. Now, code for heading. Although this one will really matter for people that are learning SEO or understand search engine optimization. Now, what makes this to appear like this? Like you notice that my executive summary is bigger than my introduction. The reason is that I gave this executive summary H2, and I gave these other ones, that is introduction, vision, and mission, objective, H3, which means that they are all subheading to the executive summary. So by the time we get to the third aspect of this course, you will understand better what I mean by code for heading. That is applying all this heading code in your content. 7. Make sure you repeat high keyword density in your content. Now, what did I mean by high keyword density in your content? I said your keyword should be repeated at least 4 to 5 times or more in your content. What I mean by this is that if you should go through this my article, you discovered that my keyword, which is what? Exquisite restaurant business plan, is repeated many times in my article. Can you see number 1, number 2? This is the second time it is repeated. The third time it is repeated. The fourth time is being used within my content. Okay, let's see, the 5th time, like that. Just make sure that you have a high density in repeating the key word. Now I said make sure you bold one of your keyword. What did I mean by this? You notice that fine, I used this keyword many times, but I bold the first keyword, which is what? That is how we will guide you on the synopsis of an exquisite restaurant business plan. You notice that this one is being bold. So all these matter in listing out your content in Google home page. Now the 9th one said make sure that your content is much for each articles. What I mean by this is that always make sure that each of your article or posts contain more than 60 words. Even I'll prefer 100 and above. Point 10, make sure that you use image within your content. This is very important. Anytime you are writing any content, either on your social media, your blog, or your website, it is very important you include image in your content, because image has a way that it easily pass across your message to your clients or to your potential readers. So that is why I will encourage you, anytime you are writing any content, always make sure you use an image within your content. In fact, possibly if you have a video, you can insert it as well, because all these increase your potential of being listed out in Google home page. This is just the simple code for applying your image within your content. Point 11, let your alt property be your focus keyword. This is very funny to those that understand HTML. The normal code for HTML for image is img space src equals, you quote, that is the name of the image, name of what? Name of image. Let me say .jpg. I'll close my quotes. Then there's an alt property within your image code. Then after that you put equals, put your quote. Then what I mean by this is that always make sure you use the keyword as the alt value. So if the keyword is exquisite restaurant business plan in Nigeria, you make sure that you put it in the alt value as well before you will close your image code within your content. I think that is clear. So please make sure you do all this and watch out what happened to your content after posting it on either your social media or your website or your blog. I think it will be very good if I can divide this course into two sections. So watch out for the second part of this video, which will help you in ranking better on both social media, your blog, and your websites. Please, I want to encourage you, take your time to go through all this video. These are things we are using to generate money on daily basis. Seriously, this is very real. Thank you.